Hey, it's John Carlton here. Or, as you might be able to tell, this is not actually John Carlton. I'm Jane, John's new assistant, or as I'm known on the internet, Gadget. Thanks to John's training, I finally managed to achieve my dream of working as a full-time writer. And now I'm helping John and the Marketing Rebel team get the word out to marketers, entrepreneurs, and copywriters who need tips and tools like this to survive and thrive in a world gone crazy. Times are scary out there, so who couldn't use a little advice from one of the best grizzled marketing pros in the business? First of all, who is John Carlton? If you don't know, he's one of the original gangsters in direct marketing who cut his teeth working alongside legends like Gary Halbert, Jay Abraham, and Dan Kennedy. Way back in the days when if you wanted to reach your customers, you had to mail an actual physical letter and pay for the postage too. Back then, John's kick-ass sales letters pulled in untold millions of dollars for his clients. He has influenced so many other marketers and copywriters that he's now known as the most ripped-off copywriter on the web. He's also one of the best copywriting and marketing teachers around and is certainly one of the most generous. Dig around on his website or on YouTube or through his emails and you can practically earn a degree in marketing from the stuff he gives away for free. Seriously, the stuff he gives away is worth more than what you'll find in most paid programs, including the really pricey ones. You do have to search, though. These timeless, powerful, and evergreen sources of marketing know-how are scattered all over the place. It's like mining for gold, but it can be hard to find what you need when you need it. And that's where I come in. I'm compiling some of the best of John's material, reformatting it, and making it easier than ever to digest and implement. This combination of me speaking the text while you read it makes John's multi-million-dollar advice sink in way faster than just reading it alone. I'm going to call the series A Decade of Carlton, although it's more like 30 years of Carlton, but that just doesn't have the same ring to it. So A Decade of Carlton it is, and here's what you can expect going forward. Once or twice, or maybe even 3 times a week, I'm going to send out these little brain blasts to help you supercharge your sales copy, cut the fluff, and make every word sizzle. Unleash your sales genius lying dormant within you. It is there, even if you think you suck at selling and couldn't sell ice cream in a desert. And you'll stop wasting time and money on silly marketing schemes that look good on paper but never translate into what matters most, like actual sales. Plus, we're going to infuse your brain with high-level principles that may not seem instantly actionable, but will seep into your unconscious, so you start making better decisions in business and in life. So let's get started. I may play around with the sound effects a little in these recordings, because I love fiddling with gadgets, hence the nickname. The first lesson, right off the bat, is a post I found buried in an obscure, hard-to-find report that is short, simple, and hands down one of the best copywriting lessons you'll ever stumble upon. Once again, I can't believe John isn't charging for this stuff. The post is called Talk It Out, and here we go. John Carlton here. The hot trend in online marketing is VSLs, also known as video sales letters, which simply moves great copy from written form to spoken form. A lot of marketers get confused over this, but it's not at all new in advertising. When I started my career, I specialized in direct mail and print ads for newspapers and magazines. But when infomercials arrived, I easily slipped into writing copy for them. Same thing when I wrote the occasional radio ad. It was easy because all the copy I wrote was simply conversation. The governing rule is write like you talk, if you could edit how you speak. And yes, that means grammatically incorrect. Just like nearly everyone is grammatically incorrect when they're talking at each other. The last part of that governing rule is critical. The magic of great copy is in the editing. I tend to stutter a bit when my brain's moving faster than my mouth, and I often talk my way down a blind alley with no exit. However, when writing, I can simply go back and edit out that blind alley tangent. I can fluff up a few of the verbs here and there and take the time to hone the message into something vicious and awesome that sounds like a playwright sculpted it. Your copy is the same whether it's being read or listened to by your prospect. The vehicle for delivering that copy can be ink, audio, or video. It doesn't matter. When I first met Gary Halbert, he shared one of his secrets for writing killer ads. He'd go down to his favorite watering hole near the Santa Monica Pier and read his copy to the patrons. If they said they liked it, he knew he had a loser. There was only one acceptable response for Gary. "Hey, where can I get one of those things you're talking about?" But the key was he read the ad out loud. He didn't give them anything to read. The best test of whether your copy is final or still an early draft is to read it out loud, even to yourself. If you stumble over the phrasing or lose your breath mid-sentence because it's too long or get twisted up in the syntax, then you've still got work to do. My pal Jimmy Curley used ad copy I wrote years ago for direct mail as VSLs online for his business. The only thing he has to edit out are the mailing address and the phone calls in the close. These VSLs work like crazy, just like they did a generation ago as plain old printed ads before the web even existed as a thing. Good copy is simply communication, and the best way to communicate with your fellow shaved apes is to talk good. Just saying. Okay, that's it for John Carlton. It's Gadget again. What did you think? I hated reading my writing out loud at first. I couldn't stand the sound of my own voice, and it made me cringe so hard. But I'm glad I discovered this secret early on. I always thought my writing was good until I found myself stumbling and tripping and falling all over my words. Now, nothing goes out without reading it out loud first, and my life has changed forever. So don't be shy. Grab the last thing you wrote and give it a whirl. Even better, record yourself reading it and then listen to it. You may feel like you're going to die of embarrassment at first, but once your writing gets better, tighter, and more conversational, you'll be glad you took the time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, and you want even more secrets to help grow your business? Well, fine then. Head on over to the blog at john-carlton.com.